Here we go with this again.
And we are live. This is Ted Hicks from Late Night Parents. Ways to follow the show, latenightparents.com. And we have the random multi-broadcaster, Tony D. He's here. We've got an error.
It's on me. I'm trying to fix it now.
He's sharing. He's sharing through his. All right. So we just went live on YouTube.
No, that was a Twitch connection.
And we're live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Wait, if we're live on Twitch, then that means we're being preempted for advertisements.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's
I thought we were talking about a few weeks ago. Oh, hold on. Let me fire this up. Mr. B and Brian are not here tonight, but Tony D and I are here. We're both here. Happy to have you guys, to our live viewers, to our podcast listeners, to our archive viewers. Someone just clicked like on. So Tony, let me tell you, last week's podcast, you went off in one of your rants. I snipped it, put it up on TikTok, and I just watched the numbers go.
Good. I'm glad it went up.
I just watched the numbers go, and I was just like, and as you were talking about, I guess telling people best practices about enjoying their life outside of being online. You might have touched a few sore points, for some people.
And?
Nah, there's no and about it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But
if I hit a sore point at anybody, it's because they're the ones doing it. I'm on their ass.
I know you are. But it was the best part. I mean, your rant was something. JoJo in the background, off camera.
It just happens.
It's just sometimes you just start going.
I do.
You just start going. And I just kind of sit back and as the maestro, and I'm just like this. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
And it's the truth about what's going on. I think I saw a couple of them, and I was actually tripping because I was like, okay, I did kind of go in a little bit on them.
No, but I think it was worthwhile, Before we get started, anyone you want to shout out?
Anybody? Any broadcaster?
Any broadcasters?
Man, I did an Amnesty Hour bigging up everybody who used to be on the former platform with us who are currently still live streaming, so that we could all support each other and be there for each other. As of right now, I'm going to shout out Lady 01, Helen on the radio. She does a 365radio.co broadcast. Helen's mixtape Thursday afternoons for those of us here in the United States. It's a little bit late on her end because she's a few hours ahead. I got to shout out Ace World Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, Sunday night, 7:30-ish. He hit 1,000 subscribers last week. Big ups to Ace. Big ups to the Sunday Night Smoke. My Cantina people showing up. Stammy, thank you for being here, lady. She's on Cantina with us. So a lot of y'all who talked about our airtime folks, they're going to start popping up. Those of y'all talking about the people that used to be on lobby, they're going to start popping up. I got y'all. Y'all been supportive of me, and I appreciate it for real, straight up. Rick Costa still doing it every day, dropping his religious broadcast. I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him. Trying to keep it positive, trying to keep it spiritual, trying to inspire and uplift people. Jeeves is doing his thing. Mr. Twix on Twitch. Big ups to Jeeves. Big ups to Fireman Rich over there on Twitch doing the morning coffee. He took the week off, but he'll be back next week.
Sammy, how you doing?
Yeah, Sammy's on Cantina with us. And she said she wanted to see the show. She wanted to catch the broadcast. A couple of them said they want to know when I'm podcasting. So I threw the link over there so they could check us out. Carmen's doing a thing all about the joy. Check her out. She just finished her broadcast about 30 minutes ago. She's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn.
That was an interesting broadcast.
Yeah, I caught some of it. I didn't catch all of it. I caught some of it.
I caught a piece. Like I thought it was kind of like watching a movie on Tubi, like where you're expecting it to go in one direction and it goes totally in the opposite direction, and you're like, all right, what happened?
I
You
mean, they
know?
just carried the conversation. I've always told her, if you remember, and people will think this is crazy corny, but I told her this. Whoopi did her show. When Whoopi Goldberg had a talk show.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't an interview; it was a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that format. Even when I did my interview, that was what I tried to do. And I told Carmen when she was doing hers, I said, when I caught it, that's exactly what I felt. I said, I hope I don't take it. I hope you don't take it wrong. I hope you take it as a compliment because I liked what she did, and she was appreciative of that. So big ups to her. Big ups to
You
all
need
of us.
to re-air that interview that you did a while back.
I could
You need to
re-air. I,
re-air it.
I could re-air one. I won't re-air the original. Not
You
without
really
permission.
need to.
What's up, Carmen? Not without permission. I'm not going to re-air the original one. I need her permission.
You need to re-air
I
that.
can't re-air that
That
one.
was something that I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I could re-air most.
The next morning, everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, they talked about it for about a month. I was
The whole
grateful. I
clique.
was grateful for all the support. I really was. That was fun. That was a highlight for me. That was a
Yeah,
highlight.
no, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I always tell Carmen I enjoy her show. I
Yeah,
enjoy in the mornings. Yo, I missed Fireman Rich.
yeah. He said he's taking a week off. He's
I
taking a
I
week off.
missed
Take care.
because what he does, you know what? And I always say this, and I sound like a broken record.
Mhm.
He really enjoys what he does.
There he is. 5-Man Rich is in the building. There he is.
Fireman Rich.
There he is. I said hi and then I turned you down, but I'm here now. I'm listening. Carmen is hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Carmen is
So
hilarious. You haven't
uh,
missed anything yet, lady. I'm just shouting everybody out who live streams and who broadcasts. Big ups to all of us who are still live
Randy
streaming and
Horton.
broadcasting. I can't wait for the day that we could all get up here together one good time. Not only plug out
Randy
the show,
Horton.
talk about how we could
That's
all
another. He's another
Randy
good
Hood, yeah,
broadcaster.
Randy's doing it big. Randy's doing it big. Bathurst been popping
Um,
up more. Big ups to Bathurst for popping up when he did.
you
He's
know, who hit me up the other day on TikTok. Space Gal.
yeah, Space Gal. She's doing her thing. She's on Instagram a lot more.
Okay.
Space Gal's on Instagram. Holistic Dev's still doing her thing on Instagram. Lady Sunshine still doing her thing. She's on TikTok every now and then as well too. Oh, Carmen, you know we're gonna be there. You know we're gonna be
Who
there. The
else?
internet ain't ready.
Shout out to Ash Ball. She was
Because of Ash Falls, yes.
on the broadcast.
Ash Paul's still
Um,
doing her thing. She took a break for a little bit that I know
it's
of.
just
I had
like
to
some
take a
people you like seeing. You just
course.
really enjoy seeing
Yes.
because wholeheartedly they're actually good people.
Oh yeah.
You
Veda's
know,
still doing her thing on Twitch. Jeremy Stoltz is still doing his thing on Twitch. Badger Makes is still doing her thing on Twitch. Tim Conrad and Gemma, they're still doing their thing with the mental health hour all over
that's
the
good.
place. A lot of us are still live streaming the broadcast. I just want to see all of us be supportive of each other. Of course, we like seeing you. We just talked about you. Came in after we were talking about you.
You came in after we were talking about you. Come on now.
You got to come on and catch the beginning.
You know, Rich Roberts, as always. Rich Roberts, I'm telling you, I just want to let you know, I usually commute and I'm usually watching your show while I'm sitting on the train riding into the city. 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
She said, "Who is not supportive of each other? Think of broadcasting the IG with a new set of tools oversee that will allow me to do so." Let me throw this out. Roger
Okay.
Simmons. Roger Simmons is on actually right now on YouTube. He does a prayer room for everybody.
Okay.
Everybody needs somebody to pray for him. But he was always supportive when I would be up there like Rick was. And Roger Simmons knows his hip hop.
Oh, okay.
He was a big Tech Nine fan, and he would be requesting Tech Nine songs. So I got to
Nice.
shout my man Roger Simmons out.
That's nice.
Rich, just so you know, if you broadcast to IG, it'll be in portrait. It won't be a landscape. That's one of the issues that we have with anybody who custom RTMP to IG. I want to get us on TikTok. I got to work on that, but I can't do it on my laptop. That's a bit of an issue. I do throw the broadcast over to my Rumble page, so Rumble's
Okay.
going on as well with me. We got a lot of people that are still live streaming. Honestly,
and that's good. Everyone's still
yeah.
doing their own thing, and
I just want to see all of us giving each other props because you'd be surprised how many of us are happy to see each other. Claire Means is doing her thing. Random Rick is in the house. What's good, Random Rick?
Random Rick, what's going on?
My man down there in Tennessee. Oh, Chris Gales. Big ups to him.
Scales.
Big ups to him.
You know what, Tone? As long as you enjoy doing this,
yes,
and it brings, ready for this promo, it brings some joy to you, to your heart.
Uh-huh.
You should continue to do it.
Would you be happy to say that it's all about the joy?
It could be. It very could be. You never know. I heard they're coming to dinner in 2 weeks. We're gonna have them over for dinner.
Baby. Boo boo.
We're gonna have them over for dinner. So
yeah.
I don't know. I'll bring the wine. You'll bring the vegan platter.
No, I'm not bringing it. I'm bringing a spike. You know what? I can't even hold it back no more. This Joker just showed up.
Oh, look who just stepped in the room.
What's going on, man? Brian.
I'm not happy
Ryan
with
is
any
in
of
the
you.
building.
Oh, you're not happy with any of us. Why is that?
No, I'm reading what Carmen said.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Carmen says, I'm not happy to see any of yous.
Yes, she is.
You did.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Ted, I can't hold this back any longer.
Go ahead. Brian.
What are we going to do about Keefe D?
Say it again.
What are we going to do about Keefe D?
We're not going to do a thing. We're not touching that. We're not touching that. We're not touching that one.
Okay. What are we going to do about Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's you turn on the TV or you turn on your computer and you're looking and you're like, what?
You know the first person that came to mind, right?
Prince?
Jermaine Stewart.
Jermaine Stewart. And the song was
We Don't Have to
Take Off.
Clues. I was like, nah, I can't. No,
bro.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's been a lot going on. R.I.P. Dick Butkus. I did see
Dick
that today.
Butkus, man.
Yeah.
A tough son of a gun.
Yes, he was. Make no mistake. He was one of the original old school Hall of Fame, was going to get in football players ever. Legendary. Whether you was a Bears fan or not, you got to give him his props. Rest in peace to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of eyes.
Carmen,
you need to look up Jermaine.
No, Carmen, you don't.
Jimmy Butler is
Butler.
You need to put just pull up this week.
I promise
you it'll be up there.
So I will ask you this much.
Yes, sir.
For you two fine gentlemen.
Here we go.
Are we marks or are we not?
As far as
this stuff that they're putting on TV every week with the Swifties and all this other stuff. Listen,
oh my God.
Listen, I turned the game off in the third quarter on Sunday because I was like, it's an ongoing, a 3-hour infomercial.
Listen, they got to generate revenue and profit. I got all that. They played the game fine. If they're a happy couple, they're a happy couple. If they're in the public eye, they can handle it. Let them handle it. I'm good with all that. I'm not even phased off of it. I got a problem with the game, though.
Well, I'm just saying, you remember in 2015 when at the time we had two presidential candidates. They were vying for the position. It was Donald Trump and it was Hillary Clinton. Granted, people feel certain ways about both those candidates.
Yes.
But remember when they were blended into the sports remember they became part of it, and you're just like, come on.
Well, like I said, they got to generate revenue and profit. You had to bring
Right.
some more attention. You had to bring more. You had to bring more of an audience than what you already had, which is what they did do. Taylor Swift is one of the biggest things. Didn't we go through those numbers on one broadcast? How much money
Yeah,
she generated?
Sammy's going to be at the game on next
Yeah.
Thursday. There you go.
Me and Sammy talked about that last week. Go ahead, Sammy. You enjoy
You
yourself.
know.
Enjoy yourself.
So today there was a report that dropped from Andrew Marchand. He said that the NFL approached its media partners
Yes.
to play Taylor Swift infomercials on her tour and her upcoming movie and the cutaways, and they couldn't charge for that airtime.
Free advertising because she was in the audience.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of Taylor Swift fans probably don't watch football.
Okay.
No.
A lot of football fans probably don't listen to Taylor Swift music.
Okay.
We got a win-win. That's all it is.
But at what point does it become too much?
When they don't profit anymore from it.
Okay.
Because I mean, because I think like if you just keep flooding it, people are just gonna get burned out quick.
Who?
They're gonna get. I mean, I give it about a month.
A month.
Let me jump in. The only people that's gonna get burned out from it are the people who aren't making money off of it. The end. And Carmen, I agree. It is too much, but you know what? If they making money off, ain't nothing we could say. Both sides are going to make money off of this. Listen, as far as the game, I got a problem with Patrick Mahomes not making it to the end zone when he had the ball and sliding on, what was it, the 2-yard line?
I just got a problem with Sauce Gardner getting a penalty at the end of the game.
I heard about that. Sammy, I have not listened to those podcasts, no.
So here's the next thing. Tonight's game.
It is a fight right now.
Commanders
they down by 10.
Bears. But leading up to the game, it seemed like a dull game.
Yeah.
It was like, you know.
What do you want to expect offensively from this game will be your question. I don't think anybody expected much.
No, we didn't expect much. And you got Al Michaels out there. They're pushing Al Michaels out there. And he's got to sell this. And he was like, well, don't get me wrong, Al Michaels makes about $15 million a year. So
for the past 30 years.
For the past 30 years, okay? To call 17 football games a year.
Yes.
Okay.
When are you going to call us to do this?
Right?
But I'm like, leading up to it, like, you listen to sports talk, and they were like, oh, this game is going to be a dog. You know, we did listen to the New Heights podcast.
Sweet Pea, what's going on?
We do. Well, I know I do.
I haven't checked it out. I haven't.
Sweet Pea, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. I will tell you this much. In our fantasy league, I am 1-3, one spot out of being in dead last. I dropped Fields. What's the quarterback's name? Justin Fields?
Yeah,
he's balling.
He's putting up
numbers. He's balling.
He's balling right now.
Numbers tonight.
He already set he set the record for team history for having 2 games back to back with 3 touchdowns consecutively.
And I dropped him 2 weeks ago when all that other drama was going on. So
let me really hurt your feelings. I had Cole Kemet on the bench last week.
And whoever has DJ Moore is benefiting right now.
Whoever has DJ Moore.
I told you DJ Moore would be good. I told y'all.
Well, yeah, you remember him with the Panthers.
Yes. Told you he was going to be good. Justin Fields is saying he'll get numbers.
So I had the Commanders tonight winning, and I don't think that's going to happen. But
I think I put the
down by
Commanders
10. Down by 10. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes left.
Y'all
get ready for Sunday.
Washington has the ball.
Yeah, y'all be ready for Sunday morning. Bell Kings Fantasy Football, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Set your alarm, set your notifications. It will be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn simultaneously for those of you who can't spell together.
We don't have JoJo here, so we won't talk about that dog of a fight last week with Saul Canelo Alvarez.
They got roasted. I saw all the clips of everybody. They tore that fight apart.
Charlo?
Yes.
Charlo was running. He was running for 12 rounds.
I heard.
And to sit here and say $89. Come on.
Ted, Brian, all of you out there, I said this to TJ and them 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now. I don't pay for sports events like that no more. Ever since that Roy Jones fight in 2005, when he jumped around the ring for 10 rounds, I said, I'm not paying for this no more.
No.
We've had a couple of good fights since. We've had some fights that'll hype you up to the big events since. But once it gets to the big events, I keep seeing a whole lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
Tone.
I see you, Sammy. I see you. Yes, Ted.
Canelo walked him down for 12 rounds. He walked him down. This guy's darting around.
All he had to do was not get knocked out. George Foreman said that when he fought Riddick Bowe. He hit me, but he never knocked me out. Did he or did he not say that? Yeah. Wasn't that Riddick Bowe?
Yeah.
It's the rules of the game. Yeah, Sammy, you hate. Sammy does do fantasy football. She's going to be interested. So
the more it feels on the bench right now.
Yes.
Sammy, I'm with you.
Yes.
But I mean, we're going to have good matchups on Sunday. So
I got his league.
And you and I are going head to head in Bell Kings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's going to be a good fight. You have a good roster. I have a good roster.
Oh yeah, my roster's going to develop all the way through the season.
Yeah, mine too.
It's going to develop.
I'm still. Okay, so there's the Titans and the Colts.
Okay.
And
I don't know what to do about that game.
I don't know I don't know either because I have Michael Pittman starting. Now then, with that being said, so I should have, because I'm it's a 50-50 chance, but I have D-Hop and I have Tannehill. When is Tannehill going to ball out, and when is D-Hop going to ball out? Because I'm flipping. I'm really.
What does Indianapolis's defense look like right now?
Mediocre.
If they're mediocre, I think this will be their game.
Yeah.
That would be my original prediction. Indianapolis seems to be coming together the way Jacksonville was last season, from a lot of what I'm hearing. They got something that's starting to feel the flow. Tennessee had a good game recently. So I don't know what to do about that game.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about that's the worst division in football. Okay, fine. But if they're having good games, we have to acknowledge that amongst themselves.
Yeah. So right now, all my 4 teams, I'm pretty much looking like I'm projected pretty good. So
yes.
I don't know. It's just a roll of the dice. But I hated the fact that like on some of the guys where it's like, okay, they're going against these type of defenses. All right, let me just manage it out. But then all of a sudden they turn it up and I'm just like, man, I got them on the bench.
That's going to happen with you every week. Regardless, it's going to happen with you every week because the games are going to get played differently than what we expect at the moment. These games, all these games, ladies and gentlemen, all of you out there, football used to be planned. Now I'm seeing a lot more momentary decisions. That's what we all have to be careful of. You know this is supposed to happen. You know that's supposed to happen. I'll give you the Kansas City Jets game. Nobody expected the Jets to be that close on the scoreboard.
No.
Nobody.
But Mahomes played a sloppy game.
Regardless, the Jets defense is being slept on by majority of NFL fans. The Jets have a defense. They've had one for the past 3 years.
They do, but they
Nobody
messed
thought
up
their
when they
defense was
said,
enough. But nobody thought the defense was enough to go against the Chiefs. Nobody did.
yeah, but they messed up when I forgot who said it, was like, oh, we're like the 85 Bears. And I'm like, stop it.
Some of the
No.
Jets? Jets
The
defense?
Jets. Someone on the Jets was like, we're like the 85 Bears. I'm like, go sit down somewhere.
Right now, I can say that.
You can say that?
The defense, yes. The offense, no. But the defense, yes. Now, here's the kicker with the offense, and I'm going to have to go on my soapbox. You called that one before it even started. Yeah, thank you. Jets offense can look like the Bears if you look at how Breece Hall is running, similar to how Walter Payton used to run. Because Breece Hall,
called Breece Hall Walter Payton.
I said he was running similar. Every now and then he just gone. He'll put some numbers.
No. I mean, comparing running styles, I see Breece Hall as more like a Barry Sanders because Breece Hall runs with finesse.
Breece Hall and Michael Carter both run good. All they got to do is get the damn ball.
Yeah. And now you got that,
Wilson,
and now that you have
stop throwing. Big up to Zach Wilson for giving Tyler Conklin the ball because Jets tight ends don't normally get any numbers.
Right.
So Breece Hall broke through that line last week. Did he?
Blasphemy. You said Breece Hall is Walter Payton.
No, I said he's going similar to the way Walter Payton is. So every now and then he just gets that run in there. Breece Hall, when you watch him.
He's a one cut runner. Once he gets that one cut, that opening, he's gone. Just like what was that
and
one, that 80-yard run he did?
2 of the four games, we watched him run. There's no one in front of him, and someone is catching him from behind. You're supposed to take that into the house.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take it to the house.
Thank you, Sammy. Because we talked about it before the week started.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. The defense is going to keep it in there. The offense is going to have to put up some points.
Yes.
You can't, if 23-20, you should win that game.
Well, 23-20, the Jets weren't supposed to have 20. They were not supposed to have that 20. The Jets shouldn't have got no more than 15 points in that game. That's why I kind of call it a win for them.
There's no moral victories. Come on.
That was a great moral victory for the Jets. Nobody expected the Jets to be that close on the scoreboard with the Chiefs.
Confidence booster.
Like I said, the Chiefs could put up 30 points at ease.
Brian, you get wait. Brian, you get a participation trophy. Tony, you get a participation trophy. I'm like, come on. It's terrible.
You know, everybody was all eyes was on that game, and the Kansas City fans were like, "What?"
And the thing about it is too, I have Breece Hall, and I have Dalvin Cook, and I have Garrett Wilson. So it's like, the way Zach Wilson's playing, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I should just start him or not. I'm gonna keep him on my bench.
The whole roster. I was gonna get the whole Jets offense.
Hey, we gotta
go ahead.
We can go back to this. We got to talk. There's a couple things we got to talk about.
Let's go.
Let's circle back to it.
Oh, you pulled the sake bomb.
He got the money to pay for it.
Good catch.
The world's biggest YouTuber, Mr. Beast.
Oh, God.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of Mr. Beast.
Oh, yes, I have.
You've heard of Mr. Beast. Come on.
Yes, I have.
Share screen.
Well, if that's to get anybody to watch the NBA, so be it. Feastables.
Brian, stop hating.
Come on,
I don't
Brian.
know. I don't know. I'm just done with the NBA.
How come? So, YouTuber Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy Donaldson, has struck a new partnership with the Charlotte Hornets that will plaster his snack company's logo on NBA team jerseys. The Charlotte Hornets announced that Feastables has become the team's official jersey patch partner for the 2023-2024 season.
Uh-huh.
It's also stitched into the jersey of their G League team, the Greensboro Swarm. It's this is a huge deal. I mean, it's Mr. Beast, and he's what I'm going to say what a lot of people aspire to be: independent, wealthy,
Yes.
and I would say within the last couple of months since this advertising deal,
Uh-huh.
he's made over $10 million in sales of
What kind of
Feastables.
snacks? What kind of snacks does he have?
I think like right now there's gummies, like gummy worms or whatever like that. But I think he's selling cookies. He's selling a whole bunch of stuff.
He's doing like protein bars,
Yeah.
little snacks.
You
Yeah.
said gummies. That's all I need to hear. Everybody know what gummies is nowadays. That's all I needed to hear.
Clarify that. Oh, that. Yeah, got it.
Jesus. Come up from under that rock, like she said.
No. I don't live under a rock. It's just I'm selective of what I want to know.
I'm selective of what I watch. Now, Sammy, I will tell you, I didn't know who he is because a lot of these YouTubers I don't watch.
Really?
I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I can't. I'm too busy watching us.
But Mr. Beast is like the YouTuber.
What does he do?
No, Sam the cooking guy is the YouTuber.
Ted, I watch us. All of us who live stream, I try to watch us.
Right.
Outside of that, I'll check out Stephen A. I'll check out what's news, highlights. I'll check out It Is What It Is. Just being honest, all the shows that I watch up there. So a lot of these other people, there's 90 million people on YouTube doing broadcasts.
Right.
But this dude I just looked him up. He got 190 million subscribers. Yeah, he got his own snacks.
Yeah.
I'm
old damn jelly beans because y'all get on my nerves.
I mean, like YouTube, like as far as like YouTubers go, it's like Guga, Sam the cooking guy, Jay's 2 cents with the computer stuff.
Right.
Ted, I'm surprised you don't watch him.
Which one?
Jay's 2 cents.
Probably heard about it.
And then I watch Generation Tech because with Alan because he's a big Star Wars guy, so he does a lot of talk about Star Wars in general, like the whole spectrum. There's a lot of YouTubers, but like Mr. Beast, no.
No? All right.
I watch a lot of us.
I hear a lot about him. I mean, they talk about him like on TikTok and all that other stuff. I mean, like Brett Cooper talks about him from time to time. Amala Epinobi talks about him from time to time. Amala is now independent. She's no longer with PragerU.
I see it, Rich. Chicago just scored again. This game is over.
What?
Yeah, Chicago just scored again.
Oh, dang. 37-20.
Yeah, we should look into, and I think Rich had mentioned this, just a random Thursday, us airing,
I'm waiting on y'all.
kind of like doing a watch along.
I'm waiting on y'all.
Yeah, I'm waiting on y'all.
I can pull it up. Y'all let me know if y'all free next Thursday night.
All right. I'll let you know.
Oh, did you submit my picks to Rich?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you jokers. Listen, y'all know how to get in touch with Rich. I'm gonna need y'all to send a message directly to him.
I put it on Rich's YouTube page. He received it. We're good.
Okay. I had to forward it to him myself when you put in the group chat.
Which one? Me?
This morning. From this morning.
The both of you.
If you
the twos of yous.
If you go to
I was on my Lord's break, all right.
You'll see my comments right there.
You got them all.
Yeah, like
Brian don't want to be in the Matrix, so I got to be the medium man. But Brian got YouTube. He could respond to somebody on YouTube if he kept his notifications on.
Uh-oh.
Hey man, look, I'm a busy guy at work. My phone be like ding ding ding.
You think I ain't?
Hey, you chose this.
Okay, I chose this. You're right. He still needs week 2 from you because you can't get your numbers proper until you give him the week 2 picks. Good night, Sammy. Thank you for coming through, ladies.
I was trying to do that on Sunday. I was like, okay, let's do it. While
it is week 5. He needs week 2 from you.
I know. But before we went on air last Sunday, I said, all right, let me go ahead and give you my picks. I mentioned it 3 times.
What we got, Ted? He told you 2 weeks ago. We got it.
Good night, Sammy.
We have a conflow, don't you know? Friday Rich dropping bars. Plummeting social media traffic. How is it plummet? You know what it is? Ooh, go ahead.
Yeah, you know it's plummeting.
I got an answer for this already.
Media publishers struggle with plummeting social media traffic. Tony, before we even go into the story, tell me why the news channels or whatever their stats are plummeting on social media.
Because they base everything on Facebook and Twitch. I mean, Facebook and Twitter. And Facebook and Twitter losing people, in my opinion. I think everybody's leaving them alone.
So traffic referrals to the top global news sites from Meta's Facebook and X, formerly Twitter, has collapsed over the past year.
Yep.
According to data from SimilarWeb. Why it matters, it shows the overall business model.
Let's go back up. Let me see that graph again. The Facebook numbers are down. I was right. YouTube's going up, which is what a lot of people are watching. Instagram did go up. Whew. Twitter's kind of okay, good. TikTok went up. Snapchat. Well, I was right about the Facebook.
You can see it by year.
Yeah. A lot of people are not on Facebook as much anymore. I am noticing
something that Brian had pointed out to us in pre-pro and in our own personal chat. Regulatory pressure and free speech concerns. What's happening in Canada right now?
Yeah, because they passed it to where now they'll regulate podcasters, like whether it's like if they feel that it's misinformation, disinformation, whatever, or they don't like what you're saying, then they're gonna moderate you.
You know, that's not just Canada. A couple of the new apps and social platforms that I'm seeing, you can't say certain slang or anything that goes along with slang. They will mute that bad boy. There is an algorithm set for specific words or anything along the lines of those words, whether you're trying to say it or not. I have seen that over the past year.
Also, these sites are getting ready for a 2024 election, and they were going to say, it's the AI candidacy or the AI presidential candidacy, presidential election.
That's not good.
They said news companies are scrambling to find business solutions while simultaneously fighting to protect their work in the AI era. Think about all these newspapers that are shutting down and jobs being lost and everything else like that.
Yes.
They said efforts to reach voters with trusted information is becoming more and more difficult as tech platforms lean into viral trends instead of quality news. I mean, we lived through that through two campaigns. I mean, through two races, two presidential races.
The two most previous races are most recent in memory. We've been seeing a lot of crazy. What everybody wants right now, we don't want the news report. We want to see what happened for ourselves. And that's what a lot of people on social media are doing. When they go places, they do things, everybody's recording. You want to be the one that has the actual video over the news report trying to summarize an interpretation. Right now, we want to see it as it happened. You ain't got to say nothing. Just had the video as it's going on.
Right.
You the one. That was the top aspect of journalism, catching a breaking story at the moment.
Well, I mean, but that's the whole thing. There's a big difference between trained journalists and bloggers.
Trained journalists know how to word things properly. Bloggers say what they want to say. Right now, everything's blogging, in my opinion.
Well, trained journalists also, there's also editing, and the editor has to go through, various checks and balances where, hey, I can put together a blog and push it out and not fact check anything, and then pay for a sponsored post, and the next thing you know, it's on 300,000 people have viewed it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, also too, like time frame.
Mm-hmm.
That plays
I
a
see you,
factor as
Rich.
well.
Yeah.
The
Rich, that's a whole nother
over-reliance,
topic. Go
the
ahead. I'm sorry.
over-reliance of social media traffic kept news publishers from focusing on building stronger consumer products of their own.
Agreed.
Publishers are better prepared to now defend their intellectual property in the AI era, having learned from their mistakes of being too heavily reliant on third parties for survival, meaning your X, your Facebook, your sponsoring XYZ, whatever post that's out there, your AdSense, your AdWords and Google's,
Google. Yes.
I mean,
Google,
but
Google
also
machine.
but also too, like all the media ones like CNN, MSNBC, all them, they're very threatened by independent media because independent media, a lot of people are going to them now.
Yes.
And I've been
Independent
saying it for a
media.
while because that's where I get my information from is independent media because you can see the biases on CNN, Fox, OAN and all that. You can see the biases. But like with independent
Independent media
media,
is regulated. It's not regulated. CNN, MSNBC, all they're regulated.
yeah. But like with the independent media, like they're all over the board. They're like they talk about anything.
Yeah.
Which people are very appreciative, which a lot of people are appreciative. But then again, if you're too much of a loud voice, they'll do anything to shut you down. Case in point, Andrew Tate, and now lately Russell Brand, and now was it that other guy?
Thank you, Rick.
That other guy now that they're going after him because like he's starting to become real popular now. He was a baseball player.
Schilling?
No, not Schilling.
What team did he play for?
He played a sport, but now he's like somebody's throwing a SA case on him. A woman that he dated.
The pitcher for the Dodgers?
The pitcher for the Dodgers you're talking about?
I think so.
And the girl said her name was Brittany Hill or something like that?
No, but
her name was Lindsay Hill. I think I saw that today.
Trevor Bauer is
Trevor Bauer. Yes,
Bauer. Trevor Bauer
is the pitcher.
There wasn't, I don't know if there was adequate information or not, but he was still suspended.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now he's back in the league.
They cost you legal fees instead of a conviction. That's the problem with a lot of these folks out here setting folks up.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of things now, though. I mean, like you're getting popular and you're becoming a strong voice. Like they're gonna shove them down. Hey, Mike
Patton, the general.
So in AFC South, what's up, Mike?
DJ Moore, 3 touchdowns, 230 yards.
It was Trevor Bauer. Yeah, that was it.
Trevor Bauer, right?
Lindsay Hill was the woman that he was saying she was the accuser. Yeah, I saw that today. I was looking at that today.
So what's the current status of that?
Everything from what I saw in the video, everything's done. But he said he paid more legal fees just to get his name cleared. There was never any conviction or anything. It's a bunch of mess. You got to be careful who you're dealing with out here. You got to be careful who you're around.
So was he canceled or was he not canceled? He was suspended, wasn't he?
He was suspended. He's got exonerated, but I guess they got to go through everything else. But it's a bunch of mess. He got accused of something he didn't do. And look at how long it put him out of the game and how much it cost him.
Yeah.
That's that. I'm going to let y'all go ahead before I get started. I'm going to start singing the Roach off of the Chronic album with this story. Let me start.
Well, Chicago finally has their first win.
Good for them.
40-20.
They beat the daggone. Or they beat the Commanders. Anybody got Commanders defense on the
So whoever has Justin Fields and DJ Moore, congratulations.
Even though they lost the game.
You already won.
Journalism is dead, just like people that don't know the definition of it trying. That's true, Mike. I got to give you that. But the industry seems to be declining from what it used to be. The industry does seem to be declining from what it used to be.
So here's the point. Not to challenge Mike on this one. Mike, we've both attended in a NABJ, right?
Nice.
I attended many moons ago. The sad thing about it is I attended the conference in Orlando. There were so many people, young journalists there that were just graduating and everything else like that, and they were really excited about their future. And you look at any of these panel shows, it's ex-athletes. You're looking at print newspapers, they're for dinosaurs. It's online print, and it's to a point almost these online print sites aren't even surviving anymore. So it's like overall, it's just sad. I'm not saying it's not dead. It just appears that it's so slow that you're sitting there and you're probably questioning yourself on a possible career change for some people. Not per se yourself, but a career change, because you're just like, okay, where are the jobs?
Right.
We see some of the, on TV, the people that have made it, but what about the ones who haven't made it? What about the ones that are paying per word, writing stories and out there and grinding and everything like that? Like, there's too much of that. He said, "Oh, we have this discussion a lot." Yeah, yeah. We'd definitely love to have you come up here on another occasion and talk about something like this, because it's just sad. It's sad. And this was 10 years ago when I attended, and the whole thing back then was journalists versus bloggers. Now there's what, 10 bloggers there every trained journalist?
But also too, like, in my opinion, that I think, like, with bloggers and journalism, even like on the mainstream media, it's just basically opinionated now.
Okay.
I mean, because then what's legitimate in my eyes?
As far as journalism
and blogging. I mean, when everybody's like trying to put in, like, whenever they're trying to put in their thoughts and ideas into it, it's just to me, it's opinionated.
Yes.
That's what I said in the very
beginning. That's the one I was at. Hugh Douglas. This is when they were Numbers Never Lie. When he swung on Michael Smith. I remember
that show. I remember that, yeah.
I was at that NABJ in Orlando. Myself and Hezi McCaleb, we were there, and that happened that night. And I was just like, all right, I'm done. At that point, I was almost done. I think I was done the night when they were having an event and they ran out of box lunches and people was just scrambling. And I was just like, okay, this is playing so poorly. And not only that, but you're at the point when, everyone is wanting you to pay to get into the ESPN party, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And I was just like, all right, I'm done.
Right. Hugh Douglas went off on Michael Smith. I remember hearing about that story.
Yes. So Brian, Mike says, I could tell you the difference. It's quite easy to see the difference. You have opinions and still be a journalist. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you do your homework. Yeah, I mean.
What else? I think there's something on Uber. Did you guys hear about what Uber is doing now? The latest?
With the driverless, what?
Uber will now pick up your return packages for a $5 fee.
Wow, so much for customer service.
Trying to help out the post office. Right? Trying to help out the post office.
Helping out the post office, or it's like the transportation company continues to look for new revenue streams. Tony, it's not about helping out the post office. It's about offering, people are lazy.
True.
And offering to return their package, shipping through UPS, FedEx, and United States Postal Service. on its Uber and Uber Eats app.
Oh my
That's
god!
where we are now.
Like Black Mirror is coming to fruition.
Yes.
Ready Player One. Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. Wall-E. Idiocracy. Like,
this is where we are. The feature is an add-on to the existing Uber Connect program.
You know what's really bad?
Same-day delivery option for customers. Hey, I can't even bring it back. I can't even return it. You know what? I'm just going to call Uber up and pay a $5 fee.
If you got
I
time,
don't know.
if you got time to go to the store get groceries, you got time to make a route to drop off whatever you got to drop off.
Ryan, people getting their groceries delivered. I've done it. I'll go pick it up, but I've also done it. All these things are available to you. Now, mind you, there's people who can't go anywhere for whatever reason, legitimate reasons. I give them that. There's busy folks.
It's like go outside and touch grass for once in a while, people.
I'm still getting over robots being cops getting paid.
Dude, we was talking about that last week. Come on.
I'm still getting over that.
A robot making $9 an hour. Who
y'all
doesn't need...
And y'all out here talking about what you ain't going to do in your job. Keep playing. They're paying robots.
Yeah, automation is taking over. And then on top of like, oh, I need money, but I don't want to work. Oh.
They pay too much attention to the Shawshank Redemption. I mean, Shawshank, what's the movie?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption, yeah. They pay too much attention to that. Y'all might want to look at that movie again. I know exactly what they're doing.
I mean, by the time you know it,
Uber, yes, Rick, I got you.
Uber will be replaced by Johnny Cab.
I got you, Rick. Classic example.
Yeah, I got you, Rick. Yeah. But I'm just saying the vast majority of people that are able bodies, that are single, that can or have time, that can get off their lazy ass.
Yeah, Rick, that's not that. I can see you using that service there. But I'm just talking about the other folks, the rest of America that's just like, yeah, I don't want to do it.
I mean, like I still don't even like the idea like where now people are abusing the shit out of it. But like you go to Walmart and people load up your car, you go to the local grocery store, they load up your car, your groceries, and then when you go into fast food spots, like pick a slot, or if you're booth A, put it on your app, like have your food, have somebody come out of the restaurant to your car. I'm like, Jesus. The only time I never minded somebody coming to my car and giving me food is when I'm at Sonic.
Right.
Other than that, everything else is just weird to me. Because I can walk in. I mean, I can walk in to a fast food spot and order food. I don't need, but like a Sonic, I don't mind a Sonic because that's like their whole MO.
I can't wait for this one. Go ahead, Ted.
Oh my God.
Closed caption use skyrockets among the younger generation. I mean, where do we start from this? I mean, ultimately.
Let me speak on my previous decade of life.
Okay.
Being around who I was around, I kind of got addicted to closed captioning. It does help when you got it on the screen, because every now and then you want to turn the volume down, but you still want to see what they're saying and hear everything. I got to give closed captioning their credit. I actually realized through closed captioning, I've been saying the words of "Can You Stand the Rain" by New Edition wrong. I had a few lyrics wrong. I'm going to give closed captioning their credit. Every now and then, when Jocelyn would talk on Love and Hip Hop, I needed to close captioning to understand what she was saying.
So Gen Z adults and millennials report using subtitles or closed captions for movies and TV shows at a much higher rate than Gen Xers and baby boomers.
Yeah.
But the older cohorts use subtitles should actually be much higher since hearing deteriorates with age, suggesting that solvable problems like accessibility and quality concerns are acting as deterrents. So an underserved need for older generations for on-screen text justifies further investment in product future by streaming platforms. And this is kind of where we are. It's like it's the opposite of what we expect. But
It's
the
a bit.
younger generation is
They're not
interested.
hearing impaired.
Well, they can read. That's a plus.
They can read. So what are you going to tell me? I mean, so we're three older gentlemen. Is
Yes.
it do
I'm with Rick on this one. Only if it's a foreign language, because I want to learn that language. I want to hear that language. I don't mind reading that caption.
But is this the case because the Apple AirPods are just too loud in their ears?
No, because they got like they're all over the place. I mean, for instance, like my sister. My sister would watch TV, closed captioning. She's got the radio blaring, and she's like on Facebooking at the same time.
ADHD.
So that is probably the only reason why the younger generation, because they can't focus.
Yes, I was about to say that.
Their attention span is 1 minute.
I agree with that, Brian. I agree with that. There is a multitasking mentality to it as well, with what you just said. I agree with that. Rick Costa, I did see that Walmart is racist video. We'll get on that. I did see that.
Rich Roberts says, I know some younger persons that do that. Thought it was weird by those young people. I can still hear. What did you just say, Ted?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. What's your take on that?
Stop being lazy, America.
Well, lack of attention, a little bit of ADHD, like Brian was saying. They're all over the place. And your brain's doing more than one thing at one time. Radio's going, TV's on, you watch the closed captioning, you're reading the book, you're cleaning up, all of that craziness. It's a lot of that. It is a lot of that. Some have it on, some don't. Some pay attention, some won't. Some people want to make sure they got the they want to see that they heard it correctly as well. Because people always want to talk about, say that again. Wait a minute, repeat what you just said. Hold on, say that one more time. You get the words right there in front of your face.
But a lot of times we'll say that just to make sure you're checking whomever you're speaking with. You're like, okay, do you know what you're saying? I mean, you could be saying, hey, say that again, I don't hear you, or is it say that again because
people
you
do it to
sound
make sure they
foolish?
heard you in the first place. Wait. Say that one more time.
Say that one more time because
You want to run
you
it by
sound
me again?
foolish.
And I've been looking at people like, are y'all serious?
Right.
I just have to take a deep breath and count to 10.
Touch grass.
I beg
Brian,
your pardon?
what's your take on AHSOKA Episode 8?
Loved it. I mean, I'm glad that we're entering a different era of Star Wars. I like that Filoni's taking the helm because there's going to be a lot of integral parts coming into it. I mean, because you have now with Thrawn being the big bad wolf. Now you have, apparently they're going to make a movie out of it. So now you're going to have everybody within that timeline. So that means like the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might have not the Bad Batch because that's going to be died out, but possibly Kenobi coming up in the movie. I mean, it's really cool. The only thanks, Rich. The only sad thing about episode 8 is that
Glick.
the only thing that's really sad is just no more Ray Stevenson since he passed away last year.
Right.
So people are like wondering how they're going to carry Baylan Skoll's character, because how he's on that search for like a better, better life.
What would you do, Brian? Would you recast them or would you use AI?
No, I would just leave it at that to where he's just seeking and just call it a day because the man's dead, and then plus I don't how he created that character or how he made that character stand out.
Mm-hmm.
It would be kind of hard to replicate with somebody else if you recasted him. And plus, everybody already fell in love with Ray Stevenson anyway, so it would just be just leave it alone. Like he's just on that search and just leave him be.
So just write them out the
Yeah,
How you gonna call us nerds?
Glick.
How you gonna call us nerds? Shout out to Fireman Rich for letting me know season 2 of Loki started. I thought it started next month. I appreciate it.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Exactly.
I gotta watch that tomorrow.
Exactly. I thought it started next month.
Yeah,
We
okay,
waiting
I'm gonna
on
watch that tomorrow.
We're waiting on season 2 of that. We still waiting on season 2 of WandaVision, Disney. Y'all come on now.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think
And
it's just
season 2
standalone.
of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's just they're gonna go into the new movie, the New World Order.
Oh yeah,
The King
Thunderbolts.
Dynasty. See that trailer? The King Dynasty.
But
Yeah,
overall,
I was kind of wondering what they were gonna do with Ray Stevens.
yeah, that's the only sad drawback. But other than that,
Yes.
everything else is looking good. I'm kind of wondering how they're gonna do Shin Hati. I mean, with her character, because I mean, she's now all alone because Balin's going his way, and he's like, "Hey, you go do your thing. I'm gonna go do mine." So now she's trying to figure stuff out. But now that you have Sabine and Ahsoka now met, like pretty much coming to terms and becoming a master and apprentice again. Their relationships you know mended. Ezra's back with the now with Hera, and then but yeah, it's just really exciting. I mean, Morgan Elsbeth. I mean, like she really delivered in that episode. And I did not even know that, but the actress that played Morgan Elsbeth, she's the goddaughter of Bruce Lee. And her father was a pupil of Bruce Lee's.
Yes.
So she's got that background.
So she's like done stunt work and everything like that.
That's how she started out, stunt work. Yeah, with Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's worked with Michelle Yeoh a few times with Lucy Liu, and a couple other Chow Yun Fat and all the other martial art greats. I mean, she's done a lot of work with them. So, but yeah, I completely forgot that. Yeah, she was the goddaughter of Bruce Lee,
Cool.
which would explain why. Because like the whole movement, that was all her, fluid, smooth, easy. But what's your take?
I haven't watched it yet, so y'all got it.
It was like a slow burn. Totally enjoyed it. I can see where it's leading up to. This was a good series. Even if they never ever do a season 2, which I know that they will, it's a great building block for the next trilogy, or at least number 1, the Admiral Thrawn movie.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
That's gonna be sick.
And then also too, like with Filoni behind the helm, what people are really really appreciative is like we're exploring new planets, we're exploring new characters like the crab rock people. There's your cutesy version of the Ewoks, but in rock crab form.
Cutesy version of the Ewoks.
Yes.
I've heard it all.
Yeah, I said it. I don't need closed captioning for it. Cutesy version of
the Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Not the Wookiees.
Nobody cares about Wookiees, especially one in Ohio. Nobody cares about that Wookiee.
Wookiees.
That walking carpet.
Oh my goodness.
What else we got? We didn't. I think we discussed everything. Hey, did your phone? I mean, at least it was reported
Yes.
very well. Did your
I didn't
phone
believe
go
it.
crazy yesterday with that FEMA?
I didn't believe it, but it happened.
It did happen, yeah.
Did it happen at 2:20 or did it happen before 2:20?
2:20.
2:20.
Okay.
We were winding down at work. I was talking to a couple of my coworkers. All our phones hit at once. So it's not just my phone. It sounded like an Amber Alert. It sounded like a weather alert.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
You know what I never factored in? I was on a bunch of Facebook groups, and someone was talking about if you have what happened.
Glick crazy ass. I'm sorry. We read the comments as we go along.
Well, look, Glick. I'm gonna explain it to you in your own native tongue, okay? Capiche?
Oh goodness.
Oh God. Wait, what did I just do? Okay. Not everyone makes it. So it's kind of sensitive. Someone said yesterday, and I never actually put it together. Someone was talking about, hey, the FEMA alert. And they were like, yeah, for the people who are like DV survivors, if you have a second phone that you use to communicate with people, make sure you turn that phone off because it's going to ring, and that you need to be outside of earshot of anyone when you turn that phone on, because when you turn it on, it's going to kick in. And I was just like, I read it and I was like, what am I reading? And I'm like, oh man.
Radio frequencies, that's all.
But it's not even that. It's the fact that, domestic violence survivors, like stuff that they have to put up with and deal with. That's where it hit me. I don't know if I explained that the right way or not, but just if you think about what I'm saying, it's like the person was just like, if you got a second phone, turn it off. If there's a phone that you use, you got to make sure that, you're in the clear.
Okay.
And it just hit me a different way.
Gotcha.
And Rick says, yeah, that could have been a dangerous situation. Yeah. So Rick understands what I'm saying. Tony and Brian are like, Ted, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
if you're hitting somebody on a neurological level, I do understand. I just want to make sure I heard you properly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sasquatch is not the same as a Wookiee. Yeah, okay, got it.
Wow, who else says that word?
Yeah.
He couldn't even say it in the accent if it saved his life.
Oh, he went there. He went there.
What else we got? Oh my God. Yo, here's the last thing. So 2 days ago, everyone was talking about Damon Stoudemire, traded to Miami.
Damon
and then today, you saw what news got released? The news today that whomever, I don't know if it was Woj or Shams or whomever else, is that, Dame Time is getting a divorce from
the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, the one who got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. He
yeah,
filed for
I
divorce.
got that. But he's
He filed for divorce today. But why is that sports news?
because he wasn't going to leave Portland. He was supposed to go to Miami. A lot of Jimmy Butler situation.
Right. But
went to the
why?
Bucks.
Why is it sports news that he's getting a divorce?
Because he's a player. He's an athlete.
Why is that sports news?
I got a bigger news story. Drew Holiday got screwed in that whole deal, but then he got hooked up in the end.
Yes.
Drew Holiday got sent to the got sent to the Trailblazers with the Damian Lillard trade, and then right after that, he got sent to Boston.
If you're in the public eye, then you're like everybody's business.
Drew Holiday is on the Celtics with that roster, ladies and gentlemen.
Drew Holiday is on the Celtics.
I don't even know who that is.
And I forgot who else was down there in Memphis with John Morant. Derrick Rose.
And Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart, one of my favorite basketball players of this generation. Basketball is going to be pretty interesting for me this season.
I'm ready to turn the page right now. I'm done with the NFL.
I mean, we just got to see what's going to happen. But basketball is going to be pretty interesting this season. Those are great big moves for the players who are not happy with what happened. I would apologize as a fan to my excitement and not understanding what you're going through. But those three teams alone should generate a lot of attention this season, as well as Denver being the former champion, the current champion right now. So that's four good teams right now. The fifth is going to be the Lakers, but everybody's so tired of the crap going on with the Lakers. And I will say crap, because the Lakers should have had more than one championship with LeBron James on their roster right now. And everybody he's been bringing over there. Kawhi Leonard's getting roasted. Because
Did you hear what he had to say? Dude, he said, I don't know anything about load management. I've never load managed. I'm like, dude.
I can't make this up. He
said it with a straight face. I've never
Remember the laugh?
Yes. I've never load managed. This guy doesn't play more than 50 games a season.
Nope.
And he's getting probably like 40 mil a season.
And he's a better player than LeBron.
I don't know.
That laugh is priceless.
What does this trade mean for Phoenix? Where are they on the depth chart now? Now that you got Milwaukee, Boston, Denver, where do the Suns come in?
So you want the depth chart of the whole NBA or the depth chart of just the conference?
Let's say depth chart of the Western Conference.
Three. Denver, Milwaukee, Phoenix. And I put Phoenix above the Lakers.
You put Phoenix above
the Lakers.
Okay. And what about the whole NBA? Where do you put Boston? At 1 or 2 or 3?
What do I put? Boston?
Boston.
2.
Okay.
They were the best in the East, correct? No, they were. Miami was the one that went to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Boston was the playoffs.
How sick do you think Pat Riley feels that he wasn't able to pull off Dame?
I don't think he's sick at all, because he could find somebody better. He just wants the player who's got the most attention and one of the best in the position. He could find somebody that's not Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is great, but there are other great players in his position.
Okay.
And Pat Riley can get whoever and make stars out of them. It's just a matter of whether they want to go down there and deal with it.
Yeah, but they wanted Damian Lillard.
They wanted Damian Lillard, but they got to the finals without him, did they not?
Yes, they got there with G League players.
They don't need Damian Lillard. They wanted him, but they don't need him.
But he's a hitter.
Yeah. But they made it without him.
Okay.
So he wants to go for a championship. So Damian Lillard is okay. Let's just clear this up. Damian Lillard is a what?
He's a dog.
Point guard.
He's a point guard, but he's a dog.
NBA point guards right now. Let's go through that list real quick because I got to take my ass to bed. Y'all jokers. Luka, Steph Curry, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jean Morant. These are top 24 last season.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer. Hey, Pat Riley, do me a favor. Go get Spencer Dinwiddie with your roster. You won't have to worry about Damian Lillard. I'll stop right there, Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie's been good since he was with the Brooklyn Nets. Something line. Something line. Anybody? Brian?
Spencer
Dinwiddie. D'Angelo Russell.
I don't follow basketball.
Chris Paul. Okay, you stay over there. Derek White. The hairline. Russell Westbrook. Josh Giddey. Scott Henderson. Cade Cunningham. Fred VanVleet. Drew Holiday. Pat Riley, you should have got Drew Holiday. That would have been dope. Darius Garland, he's a good player. Kyrie Irving, you two would have clashed. Those two would have clashed. Let's just go ahead. They would have clashed. Jalen Brunson, I doubt if he'll leave New York. New York's actually got a good squad. LaMelo Ball, Pat Riley. Say you was to get all three of the Ball brothers on your squad. Do you think you could have gotten as far as you've gotten this season?
Good night, Rich.
Good night, Rich.
All right, Rich.
There are a lot of good point guards in the NBA. Jamal Murray, he ain't leaving Denver. Y'all can hang that up. James Harden, we don't want to go there.
You don't want him.
De'Aaron Fox, he would have been sweet. Tyrese Halliburton.
They're gonna lock him up.
Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton. He's proven to be a little bit of money. Trae Young. Listen, when they was in the playoffs against the Knicks, I was watching him shoot from everywhere on the court. That brother's dangerous.
Yeah, but they're the Knicks.
This was when he was on the Hawks.
Yeah.
I understand that. I since they don't play the Knicks, but he was shooting there. He was like that in college.
Yeah.
He shoots the ball from anywhere like Steph Curry. He even goes in the paint and the brother's nice. There's Damian Lillard.
But doesn't play a lick of defense.
No, they didn't. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like I said, Steph Curry, and Luka Doncic. There's other players besides Damian Lillard. I just read that list. You can't get Dame. He could have gotten one of those others. Dame would have been.
Should have got him.
Yeah, he should have got him, but why didn't he go? Will be the question now.
Because Miami didn't have a good package, a good enough package for the Trailblazers.
Portland would have wanted every number one pick they had for the next 5 years, and I would have made them. And Pat Riley's not going to give that up with the Asian roster already.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler's not a rookie. He's got over a decade in the game. Udonis hasn't due to retire.
Yeah, he retired.
Is going to be ready to retire in 5 years. If he gets hurt, you're screwed. So I understand what's going on. But he could have grabbed any one of those players I just read off to you. Any one of those players. And gotten just as good. Or gotten as much of a value, if you will.
All right.
At least in my opinion. Like I said, I just read it off. Y'all run back through everybody, look at yourselves.
Oh, no.
Dallas ain't getting rid of Luka. Atlanta, I heard they were going to trade Trae Young, but if Trae Young leaves Atlanta, that's going to be Aaron Fox ain't leaving Phoenix. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would have been a decent trade, been a decent pickup. There's some players out there besides Dame, but Dame would have been number one to grab. Matter of fact, I'm glad he didn't get him because Dame needed to go ahead and come to the Knicks. I'm with Steve.
You mean coming to the Knicks?
I know.
He's owed too much money.
Ain't like the Knicks don't have it.
Yeah, but
it's not like
he's 33. He's under contract until 37, and age 36, they owe him $63 million. Age 37, they owe him $65 million.
And Knicks fans will pay that money. Knicks audience will pay that money. Knicks revenue will recompensate that much.
I'm not saying they can't pay it. They
Right.
can definitely pay it. I don't know if that's how you want to allocate those funds.
And a lot of people don't want Damian Lillard, New York. Oh yeah, you want to
But
allocate.
Damian Lillard at 36 to 37,
Damian Lillard right now is how old?
he's 33 now.
Okay, we'll take it for the next 5 years.
Okay.
All you Knicks fans, tell me if I'm lying. We done lost out on LeBron, Blake Griffin, Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, we're gonna take.
Nobody wants to come.
Who? No, they don't. They don't.
Nobody wants to deal with James Dolan.
That's why Julius Randle's gonna be Hall of Fame. I'm very happy they got him. I'm very happy they got Julius Randle. I was very happy with that. That was all right there.
Nobody, man. Tony, what's the best ways to get in contact with you, man?
Man, Linktree, Tony D, that original. I gotta get up in 3 hours. I'm not doing this with you.
You gotta get up in 3 hours. Look at that.
I gotta get
Look
up.
at that. Brian, what's the best ways to get in contact with you, friend?
Pretty much. I'm gonna start using my Discord more often now. So on Discord at Thailander713.
All right, and I am Real Ted Hicks, and we are out. Thank you to everyone who joined us in the chat. From Fireman Rich Roberts, Rick Costa. Let me get this correct. Sammy, to Mike Patton, to Carmen, to I think I might have said Sweepy Leslie, and others. I want to thank you guys. All right, we're out.
Peace.